So, Ray, I walked up and I said, bitch, give me that ass. And then they said, sir, this is a Wendy's.
Oh, oh my God. Oh my God. I haven't heard a joke that good in since the Reagan administration.
I've been thinking about that one all day.
I missed that, Ray. It sounded really funny.
right.
Could you do it again?
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh man, I haven't heard a joke that good since probably the Reagan administration. Is that a better take? We can splice these in however we want. This is all we do. We're just a bunch of scripts and multiple takes and editing. That's all
That
this
was
podcast is.
so funny. I'm glad I stopped clipping this for Rim just to hear that.
I wonder if Svensson, in his time at the strip club, has ever tried to bounce a quarter off a stripper's ass.
Yes.
There's no hesitation. He probably started saying yes before you even finished your sentence.
He used to do a World of Warcraft advice podcast. He even did the original Drunken podcast, changing the game and influencing a generation of podcasters. But he was disgraced, accused of crimes he never committed, shamed, he disappeared. By the grace and generosity of Mr. Rich Dickman, he was raised again. Seconded by his co-host, definitely not main host, Ray, Rem Dickman has returned, sexier and more handsome than ever. This is The Rich Dickman Show, the greatest podcast ever produced by Rich Dickman with Rem and Ray. Featuring executive producer Randy, producer Ryan, Maddie from Australia, hot drummer Newsbaden, and Svensson. The Rich Dickman Show, your slightly better than mediocre podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 129 of the Rich Dickman Show, the podcast. It is slightly better than mediocre. I am your host. I am Rem, once again, at you, in you. I am here hosting this podcast tonight. Again, one more time, 129 times. Ray, a lot of people told me I'd never get this far. They said, Rem, you can't do more than 114. It's not in your blood. Well, we proved them assholes wrong. We're 15 more than that now, baby. Ray, what's going on, pal?
Yeah, suck it. Suck it, you naysayers. Suck on that. Suck it long and hard. What's going on over here? Not much. Just, living the life. Skies are clearing up. So we're back to full-blooded California weather. So.
Yeah. But you're stuck inside still.
Not really. Look at me right now. I'm outside of a construction job site. And,
That's right.
I work construction.
That's right, because you work construction.
Yeah. live from the site,
doing
the
shots
construction site.
Doing clips. All right. So, hey, it's good to see you, buddy. We haven't talked much this week, so I'm excited to talk to you. So did you end up having sex with your wife last night?
Yes. That is
because I told you to send me pictures. I said,
I don't know where my phone went.
Pictures.
It got lost in the sheets and the, stuff flying everywhere.
Yeah. Just flying everywhere.
As happens. Phones flying everywhere, sheets, pillows, bedding, bodily
You started
fluids.
recording. She was all into it, and then you lost control of the camera, and it ended up just recording the wall for an hour. I got you. Snoring in the background. Good times. Hey, we had a lot of positive feedback on our Mr. Porno Man review and your Australia update. So thank you to the interns for producing the Mr. Porno Man interview, and thank you to Mr. Porno Man for joining us last week. And of course, thank you to you for providing us with Maddie from Australia, Ray, because fuck Maddie.
Nice. Did I've got him right here. Did you see the excuse me? The feedback, the comments that we got from listeners on
I did, but it's more
interview?
fun when you read things. So go ahead.
All right. So I picked out 5 of them, 5 of the ones that were more relevant, that were legible.
Yeah.
Some people just need to learn proper grammar. All right. But
That's what I'm saying.
the first one said, the interview was better than I thought. It was a Thank you. All right, cool. The second one. It didn't totally suck. Rem was brilliant enough to offset the rubbish that is Mr. Porno Man.
Thank you. Thank you.
The way that one's written, it makes me think they're British. So it's more like it didn't totally suck. Rem was brilliant enough to offset the rubbish that is Mr. Porno Man. Does that sound more British? I don't know.
Oi.
That's how it read to me.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Hello,
next
governor. Rem was brilliant.
Yeah, there you go. They didn't type governor though, so I'm making assumptions here. The next one. I wish it was more like Kill Bill, where Rem was like Uma Thurman and Mr. Porno Man was all the people she killed. That's interesting. The next one. Thankfully, that was the only Mr. Porno Man interview. It is, isn't it? Please let it be. I'd rather listen to Baby Shark on repeat than listen to that man's voice again. That's okay.
Yeah, we did that too.
We got some good feedback, I guess.
Feedback,
and then
I appreciate you. Oh, got more.
Yeah. Last one. One time I was stung in the ball sack by a jellyfish. I was rushed to the hospital but lost a testicle. I'd prefer to give up my other nut than listen to Mr. Porno Man again. Rem, you were great. Peace. Well, it's a good positive feedback, I'd say. I think we nailed it.
Yeah. I feel like I did back in my Triple T days when people are just sucking my dick constantly over the internet. It's great. I love it. I love it when they get down there and fillet me and then also fondle the balls. You know, that was good times.
Don't forget to cup the balls.
You know, being internet famous like that, you know, you get accused of lots of things, as we've seen recently. So thankfully, I'm no longer internet famous because none of that is true. Okay, let's move on. Hey, richdickman.com for all your Rich Dickman needs. Click the merch tab, get some merch. Check out our video video shit. I got cooking videos. I do stuff there. Ray is coughing. And we got all the episodes, everything you need on richdickman.com. Okay, let's get into this. It is episode 129. I just want to say real quick is that next week, Ray, you don't know this, I'm telling you this for the first time, but Adam from Houston is returning for episode 130. We're going to talk prison sex.
Yeah, awesome, cool. No, I'm just kidding. No, that sounds like fun. That's awesome. I think it's been probably a good amount of time, right? It's been 3 or 4 weeks since we had him on, so let's just spacing it out. That's good.
It's been more than that, Ray. It'll be 9 episodes. Jesus, right?
Yeah. So whatever. I'm really good with time. I'm doing a great job over here.
Okay,
it's you know what? We miss him so much. We just wish it was only a few weeks.
Yeah, that's true. All right. We love you. We love you, Adam. And I bring that up because Adam got himself onto the Dick Show, and we famously had Dick Masterson on for episode 108. But Adam was on this week's episode of the Dick Show, episode 228, and I saw him. I didn't know this because I don't listen to the live show. I just listen when they come out in the podcast. But he had mentioned in one of the Discords, I think it was the NFHC Discord, that he got a plugs in for the website, remdrinkscum.com, which of course leads to nfhcpodcast.com. I wonder, what if we could do an even exchange? Like if we put an NFHC logo with a link to their website, if they would put a logo of ours with a link to our actual website. I'll have to talk to Matt about that. But anyways, so I was listening, and on comes Adam, and Adam gets to the part where he says, "Hey, can I plug something?" And so I had Randy pull a clip because he's our executive producer and he's wonderful. So here's a little clip, and hopefully this is actually what I remember.
Your show, you got to do.
Yeah. Call
I
back
can take
in.
it or leave it.
Call back. So the moral of the story is that Boogie is a retarded idiot, right? Boogie is an idiot.
I got something I want to plug if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So, hey, everyone, check out my website, remdrinkscum.com, REM drinkscum. You were on his show, Dick, 108, the Rich Dickman show, in case you didn't know he drinks cum. And also check out the monthly bonus episodes I do with Dave from the NFHC crew on nfhcpodcast.com.
Got it. I'm glad you guys are still going.
Oh, yeah. R.I.P. Alan.
Yeah. All right, buddy.
I think that's it.
See ya. Have a good one.
See you later. Good call.
So,
all right.
So Adam got a plug in and mentioned that Dick was on our show, and they were so flabbergasted by the remdrinkscum.com that they just stopped. No soul to shit. I mean, Dick could have been like, "Oh yeah, I remember that guy. He sucked." Anything, did nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
And I don't expect him to do anything, right? It was just funny to me. I'm sitting there, I was driving home, and it came on the radio, and I start laughing my ass off because he's like, remdrinkscum.com, and you were on a show a few weeks back, the Rich Dickman show, and he drinks lots of cum. I was like, just laughing my ass off because it was just so funny to me. So thank you, Adam, for getting that plug in. I've asked Crippled Jesus, and I've asked Isaac to get some plugs on in the Dick Show. For me, and they've both have failed that, but Isaac did get them on a kill stream, and I don't know if that's great, but I appreciate it. I do appreciate it, Adam. Thank you very much, and that was cool. So we'll have Adam back next week, and he'll be able to talk and tell stories without being interrupted constantly. So there you go, Adam. Professional podcasting 101, right here. That's right. So what's up, Ray? What's going on with you, buddy?
Not too much. Did I don't know if I've sent you anything, but did I talk to you very much about our Apple Hill dealio from last week when we went up to, I don't know if have you ever heard of Apple Hill? Is that a thing?
I have not. Nope.
So over here, you go up into the mountains and there's just a bunch of orchards, which it's pretty fun. And then, they got pumpkin patches, they got a bunch of apples, actual apples, not the company. Horse rides, all this kind of stuff. So we tried to go up there last week during, what's that? During my vacation. Now I'm trying to do something at the same time. This is not working. Where'd it go? Here's our fucking thing, dude.
Yeah, I got Randy clipping.
I'm getting sabotaged.
Weed. I got you multitasking. Got Svensson itching to get back on to talk porn chicks. I got Craig Bear looking at me, and I'm just here, just filling space. Because fuck, man, why even be ready? Why?
There it is.
Why even have a plan? Oh, okay, here we go.
So we go up to this place, right? And it was the most insane. Okay. So they have little, people just come set up their little shop, like a little tent, and you just wander through them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they literally had stuff like a hand wax figurine type of deal where you like get a wax figurine of your own hand. Like, who pays for that, right? You can get glass nail files.
That when I was a teenager.
Yeah, but like, why would you pay for that as an adult, right? They have like weird, funky looking Christmas ornaments. They had these backpack sacks that were made out of jeans. Like, they have like the jean pockets on them and stuff. Also,
is this some sort of hippie organization?
Yeah, that's what I'm like, who are these people? Like, who spends your time during the week for 8 to 10, 12 hours a day sitting in this booth with, maybe a few hundred people walking through? They had like aprons made out of jeans, just random aprons that people like. That's what these people like make this stuff. You create your own candle. They had purses made out of records, like old fashioned records. I'm like, who the fuck buys this?
Yeah.
Apparently the world's best garlic grater. Like a whole stand for that. More aprons.
Can you get me one of
the
those?
Best part, I could see if we can go back and get one. Yeah, it's like an hour from here, hour and a half. But I could go back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to put you out.
Actually, the world's best.
That'd be awesome.
We might go back.
Yeah, that'd be great.
They have this old like Model T that has like a gorilla in it. Like, it's just funky. Like, just weird ass people. And the best part is that there was like the wine shack. So these ladies, like these bunch of white ladies all cackling over their glasses of wine at like 11 in the morning, just like giggling and walking around. But we went and did that. That was an interesting thing. I don't have you started doing much Halloween type stuff yet?
No, fuck Halloween. I hate Halloween. No, I have not. And because of the world and the state of the world we're in now, like by this time, I would have gone apple picking 3 times and had a whole bunch of apple cider donuts and 6 gallons of apple cider. I don't know if you know what that is, Ray, but in Connecticut, in New England, this time of year, everything's great because, the leaves are changing and the weather's nice and you go out and do a bunch of fall stuff. I love that. And I haven't done any of it because 2020.
You'll get COVID.
So no,
go outside.
Haven't done any Halloween stuff. But you gave me an idea.
Okay.
All right. First of all, I'm thinking you need to get your ass out of California. Okay. Yeah, you got nice weather, but it sucks over there. Let me be honest. You're not going to admit it to me because you don't want me to be right. But I understand.
We got a nice governor,
California sucks. Yeah. Today is October 15th of the year 2020. Ray, my birthday is next month on November 28th of 2020. I don't know what day of the week that is. Hold on a second. I think it's Saturday. Yes, November 28th is a Saturday. We normally record on Thursdays. That Thursday would be Thanksgiving, so we're not recording that day, I don't think. You're probably doing stuff.
I mean,
right?
we are.
Right.
We just might release a little bit later, you know. But we don't have days off here. We work hard 24/7.
No. I mean, maybe in your contract, but I get Thanksgiving off.
Damn it.
Right. But yeah, so you'll be recorded with Randy and Svensson. But listen, here's the thing, okay? Randy's muted. Randy, unmute. Hold on. Randy, unmute. Okay. Because he's doing something for me. Ray, check it out, okay? It's my 40th birthday. I only turned 40 once. I might die the next day. You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows what's going to happen next. Mm-hmm. It's time for you to either pack up your family or do it alone and get your ass over to Connecticut for a weekend. Bring Randy with you. Randy can bring Kristen. Svensson, you're welcome to come. Everybody come to Hartford. We can take a trip to New York City, whatever. Go hang out with Chris O.C. We can talk politics.
Perfect.
And we can celebrate old Rem Dickman's 40th birthday together. And we can do it like a big old live podcast in somebody's basement or in somebody's hotel room. What do you think? I think that's a great idea.
I might have slightly different plans. Because we might be able to work something out. This is still tentative, but I might be flying over to Virginia already right around Thanksgiving, either a couple days before, something like that. Probably the 25th and then flying back on the 26th. I was going to help since my brother is stationed over in Japan right now, I was going to go to North Carolina. But anyway, I was going to go help his wife and kids help get them across the country. But all I was going to say is if I'm already flying that far, I've already thinking of this. Might as well try and leave a day or two earlier or something along those lines and flying to Connecticut instead of North Carolina.
It doesn't have to be on the 28th. I mean, I would love to record the birthday show before my birthday, so I don't have to worry about it. So like if you nail down a date, we could get Randy to buy into this. Okay, we can invite Svensson. Nobody will show up, but I'll invite everybody in the world to come, and we'll find a place to hang out. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. We'll celebrate me being old, like officially old at that point.
Yeah. Raise the old man banner. You can start, I don't know, you can go to the doctor and get some sort of handicap parking sticker just for, being old kind of thing. You're like, oh, my hip.
You can start... Yeah, you can start farting in front of people, and they'll be like, oh, my God, that's so cute. The old man just farted.
Like, I can't control myself. Stuff. Yeah, I lost control that a long time ago, kid. You little whippersnapper.
I can put my hands on the shoulders of strange women and smell their hair, and nobody will think that's creepy because I'm a cute old man. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
I can even run for president as an old man. Ray, why do we keep letting all these old fuckers run our government? Like, really? I'm only turning 40. I'm not that old yet, but I'm talking like people in their 70s and 80s who have been in government for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. I think term limits should be a thing, right? I mean, I don't want some asshole who doesn't know what a fucking iPhone is telling me that I shouldn't use my iPhone. Like, fuck you. Like, who are you, you old piece of shit? You should be... Ray, what I'm trying to say is we should purge a lot of the old people. Like, not our loved ones. Not your loved ones, not anybody listening to the show. None of your loved ones, okay? But those just random old people when you're trying to get on the highway, and when you get on a highway, the speed limit on the highway is 65 miles an hour, and you have the space of an on-ramp to get yourself up to 65 miles an hour or faster, so you can safely merge into traffic, right? But when one of these fucking old people is in front of you, and they decide, you know what, I'm a little nervous, I'm going to do 30 miles an hour on this on-ramp, and then I'm going to accelerate. Well, that's how accidents are caused, Ray, and I don't want to die because some old motherfucker doesn't know how to fucking merge into traffic.
I know.
I mean, seriously, like, what do we had an opportunity. We had an opportunity to cleanse the earth of the old people, and we didn't. We had to shelter in place for 2 weeks to save everybody.
It's so dark, but
Actually, I'm glad Randy's muted right now.
Yeah, he'd be giving you one of those wide-eyed Randy looks right about now. But and it sucks that he's muted because if we did have such a large portion of people passing, we would have to, us that work in the construction industry would probably have to do a lot of new digging of cemeteries and things like that. So
it's dark.
Good business all around.
I don't wish for anybody to die. I don't wish for old people to die. I don't wish for young. I don't wish for political opponents to die, right? Because that's all wrong. Everybody should live a long and healthy life. But I mean, seriously, like, if you're fucking holding up traffic and I'm going to die because you don't know how to merge, like, fuck you, right? Fuck right off. And I go into a ditch. I'm like, God damn it. And in a store, I was at, Ray, I had to go to 2 different places today. I had to go to the bank. And where else? I had to go to the bank. And I had to go to Kohl's. So I had to do a return at Kohl's. You know what Kohl's is? Department store. Do you have that out there?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. We got a few of them.
Yeah, okay. So, all right. Both times I was waiting. I was the only person in line.
I'm back. Rim, it's cut. Oh, Ray yelled at me. I'm sorry. I was trying really hard to do multiple things at once, and I failed. But your job is done, sir. Job's done. Sorry, Ray.
Yeah, I mean the show's done now because I just fucking like right into one of my rants.
So you were in Kohl's.
Boom.
And then you got interrupted.
I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. Yeah.
Something
like
about
some
being
old person
Kohl's.
just fucking interrupted me. God damn it. No, Kohl's anyways, I had to wait an extra 15, 20 minutes because there's old people in front of me who didn't know how to, transact.
I was going to say that. It's the worst. Yeah, no, you see them fumbling. They're like, where do I stick my credit card? What button do I hit? It's like, this is not like 2020 technology here. This has been around 20 years. Like, how are you not aware of how this works?
We use Apple Pay. Double click the side button on your phone and wave your phone in front of this machine.
They're like,
to be an old person these days.
But I wanted a Dave's Double Classic, not an Apple. Stupid old people.
Ray, you got to save that voice. We got to do something with that. Randy, make a note. We got to do something in Ray's old person voice.
Yeah. Do something with Ray's voice. I'll put it in my calendar.
Yeah.
Ray did a good voice.
He did a good voice. Yeah. Then you got this thing, right? So
we'll save that one.
I had to go. I was at a number of stores today. And so actually I was going to pick up dinner, right? Because I got home and I was going to make some smothered pork chops with mashed potatoes and gravy. But then I was like, oh shit, I don't have enough pork chops. And I don't have enough potatoes. That's not going to work. So we had to get some, we call them grinders out here. Some people call them hoagies. Other people call them subs. But in Connecticut, they're called grinders. Okay. And that's what we call them here. Fuck right off with your other language. Nobody cares. So I pulled into the parking spot and I get out of my car and I'm walking to the door and then I stop. I look up at the sky and I say, Jesus Christ. I take a deep breath and I turn right around and I walk back to the car. Meanwhile, everybody else who's sitting around is looking at me and they know exactly what happened. Ray, what happened?
You didn't have a mask.
That's right. I didn't have my mask. I had to make the mask walk of shame back to my car so I could go pick up my goddamn food.
Sucks.
People are okay living like this.
Sounds really traumatizing.
No, you know what, Randy? It's not that it's traumatizing. It's fucking annoying, and people are just happy to live like this, right? Oh yeah, no problem. Let's go get my fuck off with this shit. God damn, like God, if I was sick with it, I'm just annoyed, Randy, Ray. I'm just annoyed. I had to make an extra trip. Ray had to make an extra trip to his car. No, it's fucking annoying, man. Come on, like you're just trying to pick up your dinner, and then like
to get your gator.
No,
does nothing.
I was late. I was late for work this morning. I turned my snooze off instead of hitting the snooze. So I forgot my gaiter and I forgot my sweatshirt, forgot all the stuff. Yeah, so I had to use one of the surgical masks. So it was even more annoying because you try to hang it off your ear, but it was windy today and it just blows right off. You know, so you had to.
I had to wear a mask.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm sorry you went through that
last weekend. So I took my family up to visit my parents, and my parents, they've had a few medical issues as of late, and they're like, they have the mentality, you know what? At some point, I'm gonna go. If you look at the numbers of this coronavirus thing, you know what? I'm gonna live my life. All right, that's their stance. Now they do live kind of out in the country, so they're not like in the city and stuff like that. And then my mom recently had surgery. So one of my sisters who lives in the Bay Area, San Francisco area, went to stay with her and kind of help out. And so my sister that lives in the Bay Area is quite afraid of the coronavirus. So, yep. While my parents don't care, to be considerate, me and the rest of my family wore masks while visiting my parents. And that's the world we live in. And you know what? I'll say this. If it makes somebody else comfortable, the mask doesn't make me that uncomfortable. I feel like I can accommodate. You know what? I can wear a mask for a little bit of time. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's an interesting world we live in. But hey, going back to Halloween plans, this actually kind of ties into what you were saying last year, because didn't last year your son have a fun costume that was a kind of a nightmare also?
Oh, you remember this?
Okay, so before you say what it is,
you remember this shit.
Yeah. So here's our idea. So my grandfather, what am I saying? My father-in-law, my Oliver's grandfather-in-law, wanted to be the best grandpa ever. So he went and bought this $300 Jeep for Oliver because he wants to be like, hey, I'm cool grandpa. So it's remote control. It has lights. It fucking it has like an MP3 player in it. It does all buttons and gizmos and gadgets. And so it's fun because I can actually
MP3 player.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. Like the thing's fucking baller status, dude. This little black Jeep. So it has the remote control, has a couple speeds on it, and I can control it. So what we're going to do for Halloween is get Oliver in that thing, right? We're going to dress him up like he's in Jurassic Park. And what I'm going to do is fulfill my lifelong dream of getting one of those T-Rex blow up outfits. And I'm just going to walk by him the whole time. Oh my God. It's going to be like fucking the best fucking Halloween costume ever. Oh, I'm so excited for it. I get to be a T-Rex and chase him around.
Last year, my son got an inflatable Pikachu costume, like the inflatable T-Rex, but it's Pikachu. And he was out with his friend, and I was with them, and it was windy as fuck that night. And so the wind picked up, and the whole costume just starts dancing. And he's like, "I'm gonna blow away, Dad." I'm like, "Just hold on, it's all." And I'm laughing my ass off because I can't help myself. Because when things are funny, I laugh, right? And I have video of this somewhere, and I'm just standing there recording the costume shaking in the wind. And my son's struggling to hold on. I'm just sitting there loud. Ah!
Yeah, I'll catch you if you float away.
Oh man. Oh, Halloween. What's that? That's coming up in that's 15 days away. Holy shit.
Yeah, we're around these parts. We're referring to it as Ollieween because my wife, he's probably going to wear a costume every day of the week, kind of thing. You know, she's into it. So it's Ollieween.
Ray, do you get upset when I ask you for pictures of you fucking your wife like I did last night?
No, why would I? Why? I mean, I send them. Like, why?
Yeah.
You know, you constantly used to get bombarded with them.
Randy.
And
it was you and Chris. Rand, did I send you a picture of my wife the other day? I don't remember. No, he said no. Okay. All right. So Ray, we got I don't know. This is a weird one. We got to find a rhythm tonight.
No, that was a negative, sir.
Yeah, all right, buddy. I see. We got voicemails. We have a question of the week from Svensson. We've got Thinking with Your Dickman. And, you know, before all that stuff came, I thought we'd catch up on a lot of dicks of the week because we have a whole bunch of things stacked in there. Also, I see we have a Mr. Porno Man review. Mr. Porno Man is back all of a sudden. I don't like that.
Yeah, we don't have to indulge in that guy's shenanigans, but I mean, it's there, I guess.
Maybe we do. Maybe Rem needs something to do after the show because we'll check it out. You know, we never know when you spot new talent. That's gross. Ray, you got anything else you want to talk about before we get into some of the nitty gritty of the show?
No, unless there's something else you want to talk about. I see you got technically some more stuff up there if you want to dive into.
Absolutely not, because I realize Ray works in construction, Randy. I wanted to get into the whole Joe Biden and Hunter Biden and the media actively censoring the whole Hunter Biden thing, and then Chris OC's response to it. But you know what? I don't want to get political tonight, so I don't want to do that. Don't want to do it, Ray, because we did that last week, and we don't need it anymore. So let us get into. I don't know. I'm filling time here because I'm trying to find.
I have a good political story.
Do you want to?
Randy?
I went to. Yeah, it's about politics a little bit, but I think it's a good story. So I went to go pick up my medicine from a pharmacist.
Oh, good.
And when I got to his house, I parked around back, and because he lives across from a police station, which is great for a pharmacist. It's a wonderful location. Yep. So I go there, and we're sitting there talking, and he says, "Well, man, I hope you have a great day." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna try and survive until this election's over." He's like, "Oh, well, who you going with?" And I was like, "Oh shit, okay."
Rem Dickman.
Well, I'm leaning Kanye, because I think we need our first bipolar president. But just somebody I can relate with, and I'm just done with the way the media reacts with Trump. So I said I'm honestly leaning Biden. And he was like, "Oh shit, well, let me tell you about Bill Gates." And I was like, "Okay." So he went on this rant about how none of this shit started happening until Bill Gates fucking Jeff Bezos passed him on the most richest list. And then as soon as he did, look at all this shit that's happening. I'm like, yeah, but Jeff Bezos has made bank during this pandemic. I mean, Amazon is soaring. And he was like, "Oh, well, yeah, I guess so." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay. Well, this has been great. At least we can have a conversation and not hate each other afterwards."
Yeah.
And he's like, "You know what, man? It really is. I'm going to try and engage more people." And I was like, "That's really good, you pharmacist."
You'll never be able to go back to that pharmacist because he'll try and have a civil discussion with someone, but it'll get heated. And next thing you know, someone will be calling the police station across the street. Yeah.
What strain of pharmacist did you get, Randy? Do you know?
Yeah, it's a right now I'm hitting an indica because I'm trying to sleep.
Does it have a name?
So I haven't slept in a few days. This one is Lion's Breath.
Lion's Breath. Okay, never heard of that one.
No, it's Lionsbury King Louis the 13th.
Wow.
And then I have a Yoda OG.
A Yoda OG.
And I have like a cookie dough one.
Man, I tell you what.
Yeah, some cookie flavor.
Names of marijuana, names of pharmacy always fascinate me. My friend Mike got this new strain.
Medicine.
Yeah, medicine. My friend Mike got this new medicine called Headband. And I'm like, "Why do they call it Headband?" And he's like, "Because it feels like you're wearing a headband, bro." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah. And it's fucking strong, too. Like 1 or 2 hits, and you're out and you think you have lung cancer. It's crazy." So, crazy. We got to get yeah. Hey, Ray, this reminds me before we move on.
Well, my therapist.
Go ahead, buddy.
Oh, no. Sorry. My therapist always tries to put the scare tactics on me. She's like, a couple people in Cincinnati had fentanyl and some of that stuff. You gotta watch. Better. You don't know your dealer's dealer. I mean, your pharmacist.
Pharmacist.
And I was like, "Oh shit!" So she told me to go to CVS and get some Narcan just in case.
Oh.
I got to break this news to Kristen though. I don't think it's going to go over well.
Don't tell her.
Well, you got to trust a pharmacist.
You probably already did. She listens to the show, doesn't she? So I guess you don't have a choice.
With me, I'll just skip this part.
Okay.
Yeah, it comes on. And you're like, "Hey, cover your ears!" Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Randy, I can't believe you're going to ask Kristen to marry you. That's crazy. Congratulations.
Yeah,
buddy.
that's crazy.
No. Her brother's asking Nikki to marry him.
Oh, I misunderstood.
Wait, did I fuck that up?
Okay.
Bleep that out.
All right.
I thought you said you were moving to Utah so you could marry a bunch of people, including her. Converting to Mormonism.
I'm never getting married again because you were
doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down until you run out of women. Yeah, you were gonna.
Sister wives?
Go the opposite direction.
And I had this Asian lady I worked with who came from a sister wife situation.
Did you ask her about it?
Oh, man.
And
you're like, "Hey, how's it?"
And
I saw.
Yeah, she didn't appreciate it. Like one day, I asked her for nudes, and she was so sweet about it. She was like, "I'm really flattered, but like, no." And I was like, "Okay, that's fair because you're like a mom and stuff."
I watched a great documentary on Sister Wives. I'm trying to find a link to it, and it's not doesn't look like it's turning up right now. When I find out, I'll put it in the chat for you guys. Learned a lot. Learned man.
You just got to get that bottom bitch that keeps you, flush with money.
Yeah,
like that's the hard part.
That would be
is getting that one, and then you got to have some child rearing and etc. And you got to have a pretty good job.
It's like you're building your own city in Sims. Or Sim City or something like that.
I found it.
Like you gotta strategize your wives. You gotta find one with each of the skills, the requisite skills to keep your family income profitable.
Yeah. All right, we gotta Ray. Before we move on,
that's the documentary.
Yeah, that's the one. I wanted to say, Ray, you texted me several times this week because your baby's been keeping you up at night because he got his first cold and has been sleeping well.
Kids.
Because your baby just turned 1. You're transitioning him off of formula and onto like real milk, and it's causing quite a headache in your family. And I just want to say, Ray, you know what? I feel bad for you, and I sympathize with you, man. Because having babies is not easy. And when you're up, 3, 4, 5 times a night, and the kid is just fucking screaming, hysterically screaming, and you're texting me, Rem, babies are the worst, man. Babies are just the worst. I'm like, Ray, I feel so bad. I wish I could hug you right now, Ray, and I wish I could tell you everything's okay. It'll get better, buddy. It'll get better in a few months when they start sleeping a lot better. But right now, having a baby who just turned 1, who's transitioning from formula into milk, and not doing so great sleeping, doesn't like sleeping to begin with. I can see it in your eyes how tired you are.
Yeah,
and I just want to say, Ray, you're doing a good job. You're doing the best you can, and I appreciate what you do for your family, buddy.
Oh, thank you. I'm just hoping that this baby starts sleeping eventually. But I appreciate the thoughts and wishes.
I just need you.
I'm reading this book about how important sleep is, guys. And it can cause diabetes. It can cause you to not it makes you not walk steady.
How high are you?
Because your short-term memory and you have many sleeps, it increases your chance to wreck. There's a lot.
It's worse
to
than
it.
being drunk.
Super high,
and that's a fact.
Yes.
I just need Ray to stop texting me how babies are the worst. It kind of puts me off of having another one, so I'm not going to have another one. That's right. All right, let's get into some. Let's do some voicemails.
At Rich Dickman Enterprises, we love hearing your voice so much that we used an EDM instrumental backing track with a positive, uplifting feel while creating this bumper. Now, here are the voicemails so you can listen to the sound
at the end of the show. You really think we should do them at the beginning of the show?
You egotistical nerds.
We can do them at the end.
Right. Yeah, we only got this. We only got 2 here.
Hi, Ram and Ray. Hi, Ram and Ray. Me. Spaghetti.
Hey, what's up?
How are you boys doing?
Chow mein.
I heard we have to leave voicemails that go for 3 minutes now.
No, you don't. You don't have to.
With as many long pauses as possible.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I've been having a good month. No, I haven't. It's actually, this has been this is like the shittiest last 3 weeks of my life.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
That's been fun. Every week, I've been called a young lady by someone. Week 1, it was my boss's boss. He showed up to the work and excuse me, young lady. And I turned around and he saw that I was in fact a man. And he didn't say sorry.
Pretty racist.
Next week, I was with a friend at an art store. We're making her Halloween costume.
The art store? That sounds made up.
One of the lines was full, so we were waiting there, and then another one opened up, and the cashier chick was like, "Over here, ladies."
What?
Week 3, I was at the mall with the same said friend, and we walked by a Greek place. And a fucking asshole comes down and is like, "Ladies, come try free samples." So that's how my month's been going, actually. Which really sucks because October is my favorite month of the year, and I've had a fucking terrible one so far. I don't get it. Why? 2020 is taking everything from me. My boss told me that I might be getting day shift on Halloween, which is what I want because I don't want to I don't want to work Halloween night. That's fucking stupid. So I quote unquote might get day shift on Halloween, which I'm quitting my job anyways.
You're quitting?
a development I'll talk about later. If you ever have me on again, Realm, I'll talk about that. But yeah, I'm quitting my job anyways, so if I get Halloween, I'm just gonna not show up on Halloween. Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh man.
What are they gonna do without you?
30 more seconds left.
No one's gonna be able to scoop as much chow mein that quick.
How have you boys been doing this week?
We just talked about it.
I haven't listened to the last episode yet. Actually, yeah, I have. The Mr. Pornoman one. I'm stupid. It's pretty funny. The guy sounds weirdly familiar, though. I don't know.
What are you talking about? Weirdly it's Mr. Pornoman.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You know who he sounded a little bit
Jokes
like?
on you, Spaghetti. You
Bane.
missed it. He missed it by 6 seconds, Spaghetti. He did sound like Bane, but like on drugs. Spaghetti, listen, I will have you back on the show as soon as you leave a voicemail on the other show praising the Rich Dickman show. What do you think about that, Ray? That's pretty good incentive,
I think
right?
that's a fantastic idea.
I like having Spaghetti on.
We can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, we won't.
Can we crowdsource this little guy like a better fucking phone plan or something? Because he was cutting in and out real bad. Like, we can get him on a visible plan for $25 a month and get a $100 gift card right now.
What if?
All right, just contact me, sirzero with an e@gmail.com for visible.
Oh God,
it's Verizon.
What if we have Spaghetti and Randy go at it like we used to have Mr. Pornoman and Randy go at it?
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to, dude. It would be like you guys would be watching your mom get beat, and there was nothing you could do about it.
Okay.
I don't know
Next
how
voicemail.
to visualize that.
Here we go.
It's me again. I forgot to say, Ram, I listened to your voicemail on MSHC. And you talked about, I think you mentioned me. I don't know. I don't give a shit about that. But you played Pork and Beans by the band Weezer. Now, Red Album Weezer, that's a very bold choice. Choose. You know, definitely not my favorite era.
Yeah, you're a fan of Pinkerton. That sucks.
I think, I think Pinkerton is their best work. But, I can fuck with some Red Album stuff, so.
El Scorcho.
Go you.
Thanks, buddy.
Just.
He sounds high as fuck.
Be yourself. That's all that matters. It's all that really matters anymore. Just be yourself and quit your shitty fucking job. Quit your awful
I hope not,
job
because his prefrontal cortex isn't fully developed yet.
Yeah. Spaghetti, if you're smoking weed, don't smoke weed. My friend Mike says it's bad for kids your age. All right. Let's get
job. Quit your awful fucking job.
The more you know.
They don't pay you like shit, but they treat you like shit, and then they make you train all the new people, even though you've only been working there for like 3 months. And then they get mad at you whenever you're like, can I get paid a little extra, for doing this and working all these extra hours? They're like, no, you can't get a raise. So I want to go fuck themselves. How about that? I can't wait to work at anywhere else but there. Never working in food again. Never working in food again. God damn it.
So this is very good that Spaghetti brought this up, because it brings up a very good point here, is that we're in the age where everybody wants to be paid $15 as a minimum wage, right? Okay, yeah, people should be paid a living wage, sure, but should that living wage be paid at a job like Panda Express or McDonald's, right? Like, Spaghetti does not want to stay there the rest of his life, which is what it should be. He should want to do better than fucking Panda Express. Unless he's a chain manager or some shit, but he doesn't want to be the chow mein cook at Panda Express the rest of his life. If Spaghetti was being paid $15 an hour, that might change, and Spaghetti might be perfectly happy. Oh, you know what? I'm a chow mein cook. I don't have to do shit except get yelled at by my boss and I make $30,000 a year, and with help from the state, I'm doing just fine. I know that's like,
it's about dignity.
Hold on, Randy.
That's everything comes back to
dignity is when you're getting paid for fucking what you're worth, right? They're not going to pay you that at working at fast food. That's what I'm saying. Like, you need to want to strive to be better.
You can get there.
If
I was making $64K at 24.
If that's what you want to do,
running
that's great. But Spaghetti doesn't want to run the place. He wants to cook chow mein and get through the last year of school.
Leaving there was the best thing I ever did, and I went to Best Buy of all places. And it, took a pay cut, but worked out. And then you got me just enough sales experience to get on at the telecom.
Everything is a stepping stone to what your ultimate goal is. Okay. Like I am where I am now because I put up with a lot of bullshit getting
3 promotions and 4 years later.
Yeah. And very, very good advice from a certain podcaster.
Yes.
Don't forget that. If you're going to interrupt me, Randy, don't forget that shit. That's important.
Yeah. No, whenever my wife cheated on me with my friend Sean, who was another general manager, we all worked at the place.
Yeah, Randy.
Whenever that happened, when they brought me in and sat me down at the table,
Randy,
I had wrote into
there's a little
Jules
button
and
on your microphone
because you were gone. You weren't there. And they gave me some real solid advice.
You can just hit the mute. You just hit the mute.
What happened?
Yeah. Don't bring me down.
I was praising Jules and Marconin for the advice they gave me.
Yeah, fuck, you're done. Fucking fired, Jules and Marconin.
Hey, so
go ahead, Ray.
Here's going back to what Spaghetti was saying. Is this who gets to work a job that no matter what job it is, it pays the living wage? Socialists, fascists, right?
Yeah.
So there. No, you're right though. It's ridiculous that just because you work a job doesn't mean that you should earn a living wage. Like that's kind of insane. You should want more. I've talked about that a bunch of times, which is kind of what I was doing. I was living in low income housing, fucking skating by, right? Got free healthcare, free fucking, you get WIC, you have free diapers, food stamps. Like you get a bunch of shit from the government. But at some point I was like, dude, I'm getting by, but do I want to give more to my family? So, I mean, skating by, like that's one thing. There's people that are disadvantaged, and it's good that you can get help. But for capable people, like, if that's what you want, who am I to fucking tell you to do other? But I'll tell you what, it's pretty satisfying when you actually get to work hard and you can, succeed. There's that opportunity. It's worth it.
It's 2020.
And always remember, fuck bitches, get money.
Thank you.
That's key advice that I got and, changed my life.
Thank you, Randy. It's 2020. You do you, right? I can't say not to do you because it's 2020. Everybody's cool and we do what we want to do, right? And we're all self-gratification and masturbating in the street. Awesome. But if you want to get better, you have to strive to get better. I do a lot of, I'm at a position in my job where, from my college level of 15 credits, I'm doing pretty well for myself, right? That's not me bragging or anything. It's just me putting a lot of hard work into my, to getting it to where I am now. I do a lot of extra. Yeah, I do a lot of extra stuff for free, not because, free is the wrong word. I do a lot of extra stuff with my job that I don't have to do. That's what I mean, right? I'm traveling a lot around the state to go helping out other people, especially it's Christmas season. We're doing a lot of extra hiring, and I do a lot of that. And I do that not because they pay me anymore for it, because they don't, but because down the road, that experience, that resume is going to help me get another position that's more high paying than what I have now. You got to put your work in. You got to learn to grow. I don't want to be where I am now forever. It's fine, but I want more. I want to be able to provide more. And when my kids are finally out of the house, I want to be able to go on vacation whenever I feel like. I want to have the extra cheddar in the bank. That's what I'm saying, Ray. So you got to keep striving for more. And if you're sitting there and you're happy, making chow mein for $15 an hour, okay, nothing against you, but some people just won't be fulfilled that way. So I'm glad Spaghetti feels like he needs to keep moving. And I'm glad they treat him like shit because Spaghetti, you are a fine young man.
You're better.
I don't think you're a girl. And you are better than just making chow mein. Okay? You can do it, buddy. I believe in you. You should listen to episodes 1 through 114 of Torn Think Tank for any advice I may have given to anybody such as Ray or Randy, because it'd be good advice for you as well. All right.
Yeah.
We don't have a question of the week bumper, huh?
No. That should be on my to-do list. I'll get to that next.
Yeah, let's
vacation.
do this one.
And contact me. I know an employer in your area that is fantastic and you can make a lot of money.
Thank you. So. Okay. That didn't work out too well. This is, we're going to go into our question of the week segment as Svensson has submitted a question of the week.
Hello, Ren. Hello, Ray. And everybody at the Rich Dickman Show that make it my favorite podcast to listen to.
Hey, stranger.
Svensson here.
Oh, it's Svensson.
This week, I have a question for you guys. So, I'm sitting on Twitter, and
so much construction
I see
going
a
on
tweet
around here
from this lady, and she's a booby streamer. For those of you who don't know what booby streamers are, they're specifically women that when they stream, they usually are either half naked or butt naked when they stream, obviously to attract viewers. Many of them obviously will get implants and enhance their breasts and make sure that they're well on display. Anyway,
showing off his cleavage.
She was complaining that people don't take her seriously as a gamer. And she wishes that more people would take her seriously as a gamer. Also, she's upset that people make rude comments about her and are often quite rude, sexually aggressive to her. Ray, my question to you is, does she have the actual right to complain?
All right.
I mean, of course, everyone has the right to voice themselves, their opinion, but do you think she should just suck it up since she's a booby streamer? Or should she change and just become a streamer? Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Keep up the great work. Take care.
All right.
So there's a lot going on in that question. All right. And since it's 2020, we're not really allowed to answer it. But I put it in the chat for you guys to check out the person he's talking about. All right. And, there is this phenomenon of women who are playing video games on Twitch, streaming themselves playing video games, and their breasts are on display, right? Their cleavage is out there, and you got a lot of lonely dudes just giving them more money because they might see a boobie, right? And then it becomes an OnlyFans thing. It's a whole thing, right? Ray, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah, I got thousands of hours watching these things. I mean,
so a whole industry was made of women playing video games while also, showing off their cleavage. Okay. And listen, I'm not going to knock anybody for making any money. I think these girls who have OnlyFans and bought themselves houses with it is great. All right. But those people who are doing an OnlyFans account, having sex or performing sexual acts on the internet and getting paid for it, well, they know what they're getting into. They know exactly what they're doing. Now, you find some women who are streaming video games and nobody's really watching them play video games because you know what? Starting up a video game stream is incredibly hard. Ray, you used to stream games and you have a few people watching you, but you didn't have thousands upon thousands of followers, right?
Almost. I almost hit my breakthrough. Oh, I was so close, but no, not quite.
So close. Yeah. So, a lot of guys on the internet, all right, we spend so much time online, or we don't go outside anymore, especially in 2020, that the only interaction they have with females is on the internet. And when there's a female who's being nice to them or talking to them or showing them some cleavage without them knowing, the man starts paying extra attention to them. And then that man will start, either donating to their Twitch stream or their Patreon or whatever it is, and then thinks he has ownership of that. And it becomes a weird thing going on. Some people call it simping. Others call it white knighting. There's all sorts of names for it. Bottom line is men are creepy. Men are fucking creepy. All right. Mm-hmm. And to those of you who are paying women just to look at their cleavage and not their actual breasts, there's something fucking wrong with you. Okay. So this one's upset that people are upset with her for not showing enough. Is that what he said? I can't actually remember.
Yeah. Basically, he said that they're not showing enough cleavage. Svensson wants to see more, and he doesn't appreciate that they cover themselves up so much. They should be naked.
So this woman
words.
probably built her following by showing cleavage, and then decided she didn't want to anymore, and now is upset and wondering why nobody's watching her streams anymore. Well, I mean, we need to have an honest conversation, Ray. Nobody wants to watch anybody play video games unless there's something else going on. In this case, they want to see boobs bouncing, right? I mean,
yeah,
that's not sexist to say. That's what it is. And she was offering that. And now that she's not, her fans are a little bit upset.
Well, so I don't know. So I don't follow these people. I will say
I think we need to bring Svensson in. He thinks you guys are totally off.
He's saying what I said for him was totally off in that when I said that I was putting words in Svensson's mouth sarcastically. So Svensson did not say that. He did not say that he wanted them to be naked. All right, I retract.
No, let's clarify. I'm providing backstory here, but Svensson's sick of the booby streamers, as he calls them, bitching about wanting to be taken seriously and don't want people to treat them like whores. But then they act like whores, and everyone's supposed to ignore that, right? So they want what he's saying is they want their cake. They want the cake. They want to be able to eat it too. They want to be able to dress like whores, but not say they're acting like whores. So, bitch, you're acting like a whore.
First and foremost, if you do anything on the internet, you are going to be open to criticism. For example, we do a podcast. There's someone that says that one of the people on this podcast drinks cum. And does that person sit there and cry and whine and, oh, my life is... No. They fucking lean into the joke. Like, make it fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's... they're either doing that for attention to continue the conversation, or because for all I know, I don't know this person that was linked here, Quarter Jade. I'd never seen her before. For all I know, she's completely wholesome. But you know what? If a guy wants to go on there and watch your stream and he's going to donate money, and he's doing it because he thinks you're attractive, and he never says anything, what are you going to complain about that? Like. No harm, no foul, right? Like he's just like, hey, this lady's attractive.
Everybody, just look at all you politicians these days, right? And I hate every single one of them, and they're all fucking hypocrites. Okay, just look at what's happening right now. Okay, with the Joe Biden, Hunter Biden stuff. All right, that's being censored from Twitter and Facebook and the media. Okay, because it's not proven, it's maybe false. But just a few weeks ago, they ran with the president calling the soldiers suckers and losers, but they didn't have a verified source on hand to actually put their name behind it. Okay, look at the hypocrisy there. Okay, I'm not saying either one of those is good or bad. What I'm saying is they should be covered equally. If you're going to go with unverified sources saying the president said something, well, then maybe you shouldn't censor this fucking story, which has probably got the same amount of same amount of truth to it. Like, I don't know anything. I don't give a shit either way. But we have hypocrites everywhere. So when you have
the whole chain of custody on that is so suspicious.
Doesn't matter.
So sus.
It doesn't matter, right? If
the chain of custody, like how they got the laptop.
Okay, but that part doesn't even matter. If they're not reporting because they can't prove it's true, why are they reporting on the other stuff they can't prove is true? Right? If they illegally obtain tax returns, why are they reporting on that? Just by their own definition here, Randy. All right. I'm not saying whatever is good or bad. I'm just saying they're doing it's two different things. So your female streamers doing the same thing. They want to be sexy, but when they're noticed for being sexy and not for playing their games, well, then they get offended. Well, no, your gimmick is being sexy. You can't get upset at people when they follow you because you're sexy. All right. That's what your gimmick is. If you were just up there and you were dressed in a suit and tie as a woman just playing video games and people still followed you, awesome. But nobody's watching anybody playing video games unless they have something interesting to offer.
Yeah,
well, some people do, exactly. What I'm saying is,
if you're in public eye, however that is, streaming on the internet, you're putting yourself out there. You just have to be open to whatever people interpret that as. And that's the thing. Like, so I see stuff all the time. Like I said this, I don't know, probably a year ago. I was just going through UC Davis over there, and you see stickers. People made stickers that say "fuck Trump" or whatever they said, and put those all over the place. And I'm like, okay, I mean, is that not somewhat hate speech? I'm just saying, like people making stickers saying "fuck somebody." Like, and putting them all over the place. That's put a sticker to me. That's inappropriate. Like anybody. And I'm not trying to defend Trump. I'm just saying anybody. But he's in the public, so you somewhat go. Do you think he sits there and cries himself to sleep at night, going, "Oh my god, somebody's"? No, what? He's fucking. He doesn't. Obviously, doesn't give a shit. But same thing with this person. If she's gonna sit there, if someone could be just looking at her, being like, "Man, I just love her hair," and they donate. Like, what is she supposed to be like? No, I'm sending the money back. I only want people that appreciate me for my gameplay. Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's just insane that people want to only be recognized for what they want to be recognized for. You can't
Ray,
dictate what other people enjoy.
Ray, drive around with a "fuck Kamala Harris" sticker on your bumper and see what happens.
I know, right?
You can do saying "fuck Trump."
I think if you do it elegantly, like it's. I saw a sign that said Biden, and it had a little stick dude fucking the side of the Biden. I think if you do it eloquently, it's okay.
No, if you do it to Kamala Harris, it's hate speech. If you do it to Donald Trump, it's cool. So it's the hypocrisy. But it is what it is. Just the hypocrisy is just that we can't point it out and laugh at it and say this is stupid is ridiculous. So these booby streamers, as Svensson calls them, who get upset because they're being objectified. Well, you did that. You started that. You put your tits on display. You're the one streaming in low cut tank tops. Not that you deserve it. That's not what I'm saying. But you're putting yourself out there as a sex symbol, and there are guys who are attracted to that. You can't then suddenly be offended when they're attracted to what you're putting out there. That's what I'm saying, right? It's a confusing thing. If you don't want to be regarded as a sex symbol, then you should make it clear that you're not a sex symbol, right? Ray, if I came on this podcast and I just had my dick out all the time, and then I got upset because you guys had, my dick was out.
Okay.
You guys didn't like that. I'm like, well, that's my gimmick.
We're gonna clip it.
Like, that's what I do.
We're clipping it. Yeah. Well, so the link, the specific link on Twitter that we got. So this person, Quarter Jade, she says in the tweet, quote, "If you are the type of loser that clips when I walk away from my cam, bend over, etc., and then in caps, fuck you. I'm so sick of you stupid perverts, and I hope your penis gets stuck in the lawnmower." So now, again, I've never seen any of her streams, but the reality is her walking away from the camera, I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what the people saw, but taking a clip of something that she already streamed and just making a clip of it, you streamed it. What do you, like, you can't be mad about someone taking something that you put out and them just putting out. I don't know. Did they put something on there that says, look how sexy this is? If they just put it together, what are you supposed to do? You already broadcast that to everyone, but you saying, fuck you, I hope your penis gets stuck in a lawnmower. I value my penis. Like like if someone actually said that to me to my face, like I'd probably get pretty upset. Like if someone actually said to me, especially because someone clipping something that you did that you broadcast, like no one's doing anything wrong with that. Come on, get over yourself. You're not that cool.
If you want a booby streamer who appreciates being a booby streamer and lives the gimmick, go follow someone like Tara Babcock. All right, because she's fucking hot as shit. All right, she is almost perfect, and she streams and she says, I want you to jack off to me. Like that's what she's all about. So she's all into it. She's living the gimmick. So go for it. I'm sorry, Randy.
Oh no. What I was gonna say is the way I feel about it is it's her prerogative to say whatever the fuck she wants, and it's your prerogative to vote with your dollar. If she's pissed you off, then don't support her anymore.
Absolutely.
If you like what you're getting, support her.
And I think Spencer's problem is then she complains when she's not being supported anymore. Well, the gimmick you originally offered is now no longer available, and so I'm not into that. Like the only people I want to watch play video games, Ray, are speedrunners and Minecraft players. I don't care if they're male or female, tits out or dicks out. I don't give a shit. That's all I want to watch. Is speedrunning, world record speedrunning, and Minecraft. Yep. That's it. All right. Hey, Svensson.
ASMR. I like
do you
ASMR
and your wife do like speedrunning?
Kinda...
Like, what do you have for your sexy time at night? You're like
speed banging. Gotta get it over with. Yeah. So say, oh, baby, what do you want? You want it good and hard, or you just want to be done real quick? And I don't know. I don't care. Ray, what the fuck, man? Like, you need an on-air sign for your door so everyone can leave you alone.
Sorry, we got a lot of construction going on in the background. You want to say?
Oh, fuck,
little buddy.
So this is 3 weeks in a row now. Ray is doing like an adult podcast,
you want to do that?
And then his baby shows up on the stream. The baby that he constantly complains to me about.
Safety glasses
how baby's the worst.
The hard hat and safety glasses is fine on a construction site.
Baby doesn't want to sleep.
Do you want to watch Frozen?
My God. Here I am. I'm talking about I'm talking about titty streamers and dicks out and pants off, and like there's a baby.
That's how this guy was made
in the Discord chat. Like this just throws me off, Ray. At least have your wife walking around.
I learned that you would do this.
I'd rather do a podcast.
I have a wish for everybody.
Hi, Randy. And fucking Ray.
I wish that everybody could love something the way that you love Randy, eating butthole.
Randy, hit that mute button, Randy. You're okay.
Okay.
Easy with the medicine before coming on the show, Randy. Oh. Love you, buddy. Thanks for clipping those things for me. We'll get to it in a few minutes. But we got to do some thinking. Oh, God. I'm going to do this and Ray's not going to be ready to read the email. Oh, shit.
You want segments?
Say, baby, segments. It's my time to shine.
It's Thinking with Your Dickman.
All right, Ray. Show us what you got.
Like I say to you every night, babies are the worst. So Jared writes in, last week while listening to some of your past episodes, I heard Ray was trolling dudes on Tinder. I found this to be hilariously entertaining, so I dusted off the app and started swiping. Wouldn't you know it, but only a couple swipes in, I saw a profile pic of my girlfriend's sexy female boss. After swiping right, I was pleasantly alerted that we'd matched. I started up some light convo while browsing her other pics. There were about a dozen photos, all different enough that it doesn't seem like a fake account. The conversation was tame, just introductory stuff, and mostly sounded like her, although I've only met her the once at last year's Christmas party. When I told my girlfriend about my surprise discovery, she turned pale and told me that her boss was married. Since my girlfriend and I are in an open relationship, she normally wouldn't mind if I wanted to hook up with someone. But since this is her boss, she begged me not to pursue this one. Do you think I should listen to my girlfriend, or should I try and sneak in a one-nighter?
Oh, we should have held this one from we have Eros Nisus from Priory Society back on.
We could.
Because you shouldn't be in an open relationship with a girlfriend. That's for the wife, right? And I think they would tell you the same thing. And they'd probably say, if you're adults and you can handle it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Okay, so what are we looking for right here? What's the question again?
I think ultimately he's just trying to see, like, I guess it's listen to the girlfriend or not.
Yeah, fuck it.
I mean,
sneak a one-nighter. Who cares? Who cares if she's married? That's not your problem. If your girlfriend, if you're in an open relationship and your girlfriend is down with it, cool, right? I mean, who do you like more? Do you like your girlfriend more, or you like fucking more? What do you like more? Because if your girlfriend has a problem with you fucking her boss, that's probably a deal breaker. But if your girlfriend's like, oh, she's married, well, who fucking cares at that point? Like, who gives a shit? This woman's putting herself on Tinder because she's lonely, or she's looking for some more, or her husband's not dicking her down good, or whatever it is. She's got a reason for being on Tinder. None of that is your concern. You're just looking to get your dick wet, right? So, like, just get in there. Mm-hmm. Ray, I think that's great advice. I'm a professional advice giver since 2012. Look at Randy. It changed his life.
Shamalama ding dong. That was about as good as it gets. I don't think there's much left for me to cover. Let me just try and take it in a different direction, I guess, which would be here we go. Well, the left field. Keep the conversation going. Keep it going. Maybe meet up with this lady and do yourself and your girlfriend a favor. You meet up with this chick. You maybe get some pictures, some sort of blackmail situation going on.
Yes, sir.
You pass that along to your girlfriend. Yeah. She's able to have that information. You got your dick wet. Your girlfriend, she has some sort of blackmail to get her promoted. Everyone wins except for the boss, of course.
I love it.
Well, you know what? She wins too because she got some action.
She got dicked down, right? All right, and then she doesn't want to lose her relationship, so she's going to promote your girlfriend. Now you can marry your girlfriend because now she can support you, and you can spend the rest of your day fucking other people while your girlfriend works. Yeah.
Such good advice. Oh my God,
that's like Randy's life.
Wow,
Randy does that shit. No, he doesn't.
Why do we not have more people writing in? I'm sorry. We should have like 10 of these a week. We could solve so many of the world's problems.
Yeah, you get yourself ahead in life.
I'd say you do as much as you have the energy for, bro. I'm low T, so I can only handle one every 3 weeks.
Testostero's diet and regimen.
Yeah,
whatever that is.
Randy, you need to start. You need to start eating steak. You need to start eating oysters. You need to start getting into that soy lecithin that the Eros was talking about. Celery.
Mm-hmm.
How's your exercise program going, buddy?
I fell off the wagon.
Yeah, me too. It's hard.
I got to get back on, and I'm going to.
Well, you're supposed to be on a treadmill. A wagon just takes you places. So you got to do the work.
You got to be the oxen of the wagon.
Climbing up on the wagon is the workout, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Randy, when you start again, you let me know.
Everybody's got to start somewhere.
I fell off my wagon too. Randy, I saw I was at 209 pounds. I'm like, God damn, I need to get rid of at least 9 of these pounds. So I started an exercise program on this app that I got, right? 2 weeks after that app, I went to go see a physical therapist. My back was hurting, and my doctor's like, you should go see a physical therapist. I'm like, Doc, I've been at physical therapy 3 or 4 times, and none of that shit works. Like, I'm just going to deal with this shit. He's like, no, they've changed. They do a lot of good stuff now. And so I went to physical therapy. And that bitch had me doing like physical therapy stuff, exercise at home, and things were getting better in my back. But then I also fell off the wagon on my exercise program too. You know, I couldn't do both because I don't have time, Ray. I don't know if you know this, but having 2 kids is a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. At least you don't have a baby like me. I could only imagine. I'm not trying to one up you. I'm just saying, you know, if you want to look glass half full, but I feel your pain. I
can't imagine if I had a baby that was.
Well, I have 1 kid on weekends.
10, I don't know 10 how you months do old or 13 months old, whatever your baby is. I have no idea how old your baby is anymore. But like, especially if they didn't want to sleep all the time, you'd be fucking like, I can't exercise at all. This sucks. Life sucks. Babies are the worst. Like, you text me all the time with that shit. So, Randy, it's tough. I want to tell you, Randy, hold on real quick, because I see that you may have a little bit of medicine in you from the pharmacy. Okay. And you might not remember this. So I want to say this on the podcast. So when you listen back and you download, make sure you download the show because I need the numbers. I want you to hear this. Randy, you're a good dude and you're doing a great job. And I know it's hard to stay exercising every day. Okay. I understand it's hard. We got a lot of stuff going on between work and dogs and family and red rooms with weird communist flags. I get it, but you can do it, bud. All right. You set yourself a little bit of an alarm and just get on that treadmill, right? And go for what you can. And you got to stick with it. Because I tell you what, Randy, after 21 days, you've developed a habit. Okay? 21 days develops a habit. I learned that from a therapist. If you do something...
Scientifically been proven to be about 63 days.
Okay, don't shit on my point. 21 days makes a habit. So you get on that thing for 21 straight days, and you can do it, but I believe in you. I believe in you. I want you to know that.
It's old data. That's old data. It's 63 days.
My stocks are doing better too for a couple of days, and they went back down.
That's because we only pay attention for like 3.5 minutes per day. So it takes, instead of being 21 days, now it's our short attention spans. It takes 63 days for us to actually retain that information.
Yeah. Randy, if you're going to be the executive producer who pipes in and chimes in the show, don't shit on my points. Okay. You sit there and you take it and you say, thank you, sir. I mean, I have more.
Hey,
I feel like you need a counterbalance, Rim.
No, I have Ray for that. I have Ray to counterbalance me. This is this is the Rich Dickman show, and he doesn't want me to have a counterbalance. He wants
Ray's got his own, dude. He's out. He might be out baby facing you.
See there, Svensson?
Oh, you think so?
Hey, I actually got a direct correlation between your health and exercise and life, which is this: when you have babies. You stay in pretty good shape. Why? You got to chase them around. You got to pick them up. You got to hold them. You're fucking constantly just moving. And the older they get, the less in shape we are. Why? Because it goes from me like making the bottle and going to get the food, cooking all the food, and holding the baby, and chasing the baby, and carrying the baby the whole time, to, hey kid, you want to go get me a beer from the fridge? And next thing you know, fucking they're doing everything, and then you're literally just lazy as shit. So all of a sudden, your health and welfare just takes a dive. I think that's scientifically proven. So, you know, that's when once your kids get a little older and they start taking care of themselves, that's when you really got to get the exercise regimen going. That's
what Ray is saying is use your kids to do your chores. I tell my wife that all the time. Like, yo, you got 2 kids.
Free labor.
Have them vacuum and clean the house so you're not fucking yelling at me to do it. Jesus Christ. All right. I'm glad we got to
why
that.
Did we
Thank
have
you.
Kids?
But you pay them well. You got to pay them well, and that way they can save
Randy,
up
they
for
get
their
dinner.
Jelly
They don't need to be paid well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
Thank you, Jared. I hope that helps. We have to catch up on some Dick of the Week. Just this one, maybe 2. I'm not sure. Let's see what time it is. But Hot German News Babe sent this one into us, and she didn't want to read it herself.
Nice.
So we'll, the professionals here, we'll tackle it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to introduce this week's finalists for Dick of the Week. And here's our first nominee.
All right. So this is from Hot German News Babe, courtesy of Miami Herald. A patient said a Florida doctor put his penis in her hand. He's been accused before. by David J. Neal, September 13th, 2020. Even without the accusations of unwanted penis placement from a March patient, the Florida Department of Health says Jacksonville Beach chiropractor Dr. Kenneth Finger's conduct violated terms of a 2015 settlement agreement. His last name is Finger. Finger treated the 20-year-old woman without a chaperone in the room, according to the emergency restriction order filed last week. Part of the aforementioned settlement agreement stated Finger isn't allowed to see female patients without a chaperone in the room. In 2014, a patient said Finger, in the midst of a pain massage, bent down over the patient, placed his finger in her vagina, and performed oral sex on her for approximately 1 minute. That's some chiropractor. The settlement agreement put Finger on probation with the Board of Chiropractic Medicine, but allowed him to officially neither admit nor deny the allegations. Duval County online court records say a malpractice civil suit was filed against Finger in 2016 by someone with the same first and last initials as the patient in the 2014 incident. After no activity on the case since 2016, it got administratively closed in 2020. No criminal charges were filed in that incident, nor after the allegations made after March 20th visit at First Coast Chiropractic. The ERO says during the session that Finger told the patient to turn over onto her stomach so he could perform needle acupuncture at the top of her right leg. As the patient's arms hung below the massage table, past the armrest, quote, Dr. Finger moved his body forward, close to the patient, and placed his erect penis into both of her hands. What the fuck, both? The ERO reads, at the time of placing his erect penis in the patient's hands, Dr. Finger was wearing khaki pants and a tucked-in shirt. The patient felt uncomfortable with Dr. Finger's conduct. She moved her hand away from Dr. Finger's penis. Dr. Finger moved closer to the patient and again placed his erect penis in her hands. The patient told the Department of Health Finger's voice was shaky and stuttering afterward. Afterwards, the ERO said, she felt violated, embarrassed, and disgusted. The restriction on Finger's license? He's no longer allowed to see female patients. Ray, your thoughts?
I mean, he can, not allowing him to see female patients doesn't solve the problem. He can still put his dick in hands. All right. That didn't solve the problem, but maybe half the problem. This is very interesting. I am kind of understanding why Hot Drummer News Babe maybe didn't want to read it out loud. That's understandable. But yeah, this is fascinating. I would pay so much money to be a fly on the wall during these scenarios because you know what I mean? Like, what's going through his mind? Is he obviously wants to do this. This isn't an accident. So he's picking and choosing his, call it targets if you want. I don't know what terminology to use, right?
Hold on. You only have an accusation with no witnesses. You don't know that this happened. However,
true.
Let's think of the physicality of this. Have you ever had acupuncture done on your back, Ray?
I have not.
Okay, I have. I had a female acupuncturist perform acupuncture on me several times. It was great. I loved it. I loved every second of it. It helped my back pain. It was great. I could use some acupuncture now. It's so fucking expensive. I can't.
Oh, okay.
But it was awesome. Now, I was laying face down and she put needles in my back. Okay. In order for me to touch her penis, I would have to have both my hands not hanging at the side of the table, but up in front by my head. How am I going to get both my hands to touch my female chiropractor's penis? Okay. Without doing it on purpose. That's what I'm saying, is right. It's not accidental. The way you lay on a chiropractor's table, your hands aren't together. They're at the sides. So how is he going to put his penis into her hands? Both of her hands. She clearly says both of her hands. Yeah. So it's a little sketchy. A little sketchy there. However,
yeah, a little fishy.
His name is Dr. Finger. Mm-hmm. He should be disbarred just because his name is Dr. Finger.
I know. Terrible name.
Fuck, man. That's a horrible doctor's name. That is the worst name if you were going to be a doctor. But fucking Florida, they got this guy who's been accused several times of inappropriate touching, and he's just not allowed to see female patients anymore. What if it's a male? He just wants a male to touch his penis. Like
maybe. You know what I couldn't stop thinking about was next time you go to the dentist and some lady's prodding around in your mouth with your fingers, maybe you file a claim and say, I was highly aroused. She was doing it in a sexual manner. I want some financial compensation. Ooh. You could even say, look, I got a boner. Damn. You could take a picture of that. Yeah. Say, look, through my pants, I'm pitching a tent. But the reality is this. Now, so I don't, it sounds like the accusations are that he continued to try and press his penis upon her. But if you wanted to talk about the anatomy that people find sexually attractive, you know how many cases we could have against women? All the time. We were already talking about this in the past and for months, like getting the boobs on the head. You go to the dentist, boobs on the head. You go to the whatever it is, the barber, they start cutting your hair, boobs on the head. All these places, boobs all over your friggin' head. You think you couldn't file some complaints about that? I mean, deal with it, lady. No, I'm just kidding. No, don't just deal with it. It sounds like he's a pervert. He's definitely a terrible person. He's
been accused several times. Like, we probably should take his license away and not just say you can't see. I mean, you probably should do a little bit more. But okay, let's go on to our next story.
Penis.
We're just going to do 2 tonight because we do have a Mr. Pornoman to get to. Okay, but this one is
good one.
Oh God, I'm gonna need a sip of bourbon for this one. Here we go.
She looks so awesome.
Florida woman farts in line at store, tries to stab man who complained. From Rob Fox at Rare News from September 18th of 2020. A Florida woman, the Dollar General store, a fart, and an argument all combined to produce the exact outcome most people would expect said combination would produce. A knife fight. It's Florida again. According to the Broward Sheriff's Office report, an extremely on-brand Floridian, 37-year-old Shanita Yvette Wilson of Dania Beach, was standing in line at the Dollar General store when she audibly farted. John Walker was standing in line behind Wilson and complained about her fart, though it is unknown what, specifically, about the fart he found offensive, aside from how loud it was. Walker may have simply taken issue with the act of farting itself in his close proximity to Wilson's fart, or, if the fart were a particularly wet one, Walker could have found the swampy trumpeting off-putting, whereas he may have been able to quietly tolerate a drier, less sonically illustrative fart. There is also the matter of the fart smell, of which the Broward County Sheriff's Office report makes no mention. If a stench emanated from the fart, the offended customer's complaint may have been about becoming engulfed by the rotten ghosts of the woman's last few meals. Or, perhaps, Walker heard the fart and was unhappy at the mere prospect of being saturated with foul memories of hot wings and taco past. Regardless, Walker made his distaste known to Wilson, who then, true to the spirit of both her state and dollar store checkout line disputes, pulled out a knife and threatened to gut Walker while moving to attack him, according to the report. Wilson was arrested soon after. The Miami Herald reports that she faces an aggravated assault charge for attacking Walker with a deadly weapon without intent to kill. Let it be known, if it was not already, just like during sex, a fart heard at the dollar store or in the state of Florida in general is best left unmentioned. I think Hot Drummer Newsbabe would appreciate the word, the writing creativity in that one.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I agree. I think that if you got thoughts, it would be fantastic if we could get her to read that one, because she would kill it. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
My sister is suing the Family Dollar right now because they accused her kids of shoplifting, and she went in there to give them shit, and the lady started talking shit back to her, which she was not ready for. And so she acted a fool, and then she left, and they followed her out to her car, just cussing her the whole way. So she said words are violence. So she's suing them.
Hopefully she gets a lot of money.
Yeah.
She's good at it. She's got a knack for suing people.
Oh, good.
I got to get in touch with her. I'd love to be able to sue some people and get some money.
Oh, she inherited the family fortune,
That
Ray.
would be nice.
So she's set up pretty.
All right.
I will say the best part was the writing.
Sorry, go ahead, Ray.
That was fantastic.
Yeah. That was something. All right. Think about your picks.
After much deliberation, the incredibly handsome expert judges have come to the
making money
consensus
tonight, buddy.
that this week's Dick of the Week award goes
So
to
rich.
All right, Ray. What are you thinking, pal?
I think that the guy named, is it Dr. Finger maybe? Or is it just Mr. Finger? Or whatever. Whatever the fuck
should be
his
Mr.
name
Finger, but it's
terrible
currently Dr. Finger. Yeah.
Yeah, he can't be a doctor anymore. So now he's just Mr. Finger. He's got like a James Bond name, like Odd Job. But yeah, I think that he should definitely win the award this week. Fucking dick. Literally.
Dr. Finger.
In people's hands.
You're the dick of the week. Thank you. Thank you for that. Jesus, that was awful. Amazing. All right, let's keep on moving here.
Hey folks,
I got the pyro boys.
Time for that wacky segment where we review porn. Because we have a psychopath listener, better known as the laughing stock of the adult film industry, who insists on sending us his ridiculous piles of trash. So without further ado, Mr. Porno Man's latest perversion.
All right, Ray, read his goddamn letter.
You know, I would have made a new bumper if I thought we were going to do any more of these. Fuck, I thought we were done with them. Greetings, gentlemen. I know, I wish. As promised during my epic... As promised during my epic interview with your program last week, I am going to provide you with the 2020 version of my first porn shoot. I tried to go incognito by disguising the location as a Popeyes instead of a KFC. There's not much to discuss other than the fact that this is the greatest video ever produced. Regards, Mr. Porno Man. I just want to read those in monotone. Like, there's just,
yeah,
it seems more fitting.
Really, you should. All right, I'm gonna play this. I don't know what we're getting into. The preview screen is already. All right, it's two. All right, here we go. It's a Popeyes commercial.
Get it?
Oh, they're fucking in Popeyes. Oh my god!
Wow.
There's only one place to get.
Oh, it's loading, and I just killed this. Oh, there's an error playing the video. Oh, Jesus, Mr. Porno Man, you did this shit again. God. Damn it, Mr. Porno Man. Oh, hold on. Now I got an ad.
I just go to the scene where he bends her over the fryers. If there is such a scene. That's all we need.
And there's only one place to get.
Okay. All right, so what we've got is a Popeyes commercial interspersed with two people fucking in a Popeyes right now. Okay, now she is aggressively giving him oral sex. And she is behind the counter at the said Popeyes. I don't know why this one is using so loud. Oh, God.
Is she wearing a Popeyes shirt and hat? That's what it looks like.
Yes. Okay, now he's got to bent her over the counter. She's got a shirt and hat on. He's completely naked, except for the condom. Which I guess they're practicing safe sex, so that's good. Mr. Porno Man, this seems repetitive. Okay, would you say, Ray, if there's a scene over the fry later?
If there is one, I don't even know if there is one.
Like, they are just fucking like rabbits. Oh my god. Okay, now she's on top of him, and he's on the floor. That's gross. Oh, and he's doing okay. All right, hold on. I gotta pause real quick. Mr. Porno Man, socks in porn, never a good thing, Mr. Porno Man. Okay, if they're wearing sneakers, fine, that's one thing, but no socks. The gentleman who's laying bare ass naked, fucking this chick on the floor. Okay, he's all naked on this fast food restaurant floor. He's got his socks on. It looks ridiculous. That's a terrible look, Mr. Porno Man. My God, okay, let's go forward a little bit. I can't watch this. Okay, now he's leaning back on something. Good God. There's probably somebody in line waiting for their chicken. Like, excuse me.
So yeah, someone's at the drive-thru. They're wondering why their food is taking so long. They're not questioning whether these people are having sex or not, but...
Oh, she just took her shirt off, so she's no longer working at Popeyes? So, excuse me, miss. I would like my chicken, please. Does have a nice rear end, though. My gosh, that is nice.
Yeah, she does.
Let's go forward a little bit. Man, she can bend over like nobody's business. My word. Oh, God. This is... Oh.
It's a meal, honey.
Oh, no. They're still doing the Popeyes commercial. And he's putting the He's putting the batter on her face. Good God. They love working at Popeyes.
Yeah.
That's a special sauce right there. I hope so.
Maybe this is what Spaghetti was talking about. He's going to quit working at Panda Express so he can go work at Popeyes. He's like, man, that place, it's a lot more fun work environment over there. You get to have a lot of free time. It's a lot more entertaining.
Fast forward through that part of Spaghetti because you're a minor and you shouldn't be subjected to that such stuff. But absolutely go find a job at Popeyes because they're having a good time over there.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know, Mr. Pornoman, I got to say, aside from the loud music and the socks, that actually was a decent production. So if that's the one that got you famous, I understand why.
Okay.
Yep. All right. That's it.
Man. Yeah.
All right, Ray.
We did one, huh?
We did a whole show. We certainly did. And I'm done. I'm done with this shit.
Yeah. Do you think we should, instead of live from a construction job site, do you think we should do live from like a Popeyes or KFC next week?
Ray, I would love to. You have no idea. Like if you guys come out for a birthday show, we're going to sit in a fucking fast food restaurant and do a podcast. It's going to be great.
I wish.
Great. All right.
At some point, I have some like stories about things that happened when I worked in fast food at certain restaurants, or a single one that I don't want to say anything because I'm afraid that I could like actually still get in trouble for the stuff that's happened. But at some point, it'd be fun to tell those stories if we could put them behind a paywall or something like that, like an expensive paywall.
Patreon
so that
bonus
if I go
episode.
to jail, at least I'll have made a couple bucks.
Yeah. For me. Right, let's tell people about that Patreon, but you got to say the words first.
Yeah, but so, you know what? Before we do that, before we get all the way there, I say let's bring this baby home.
Yeah, hell yeah, buddy. Let's do this. And we got to spend some more time actually with a clip that Randy pulled. Okay, but we're gonna do this one. Listen, we appreciate every time you guys listen to this show and you download it and you tell your friends. It's great. Thank you so much for listening to Rich Dickman Show. I love each and every one of you. All 8 3/4 of you. You are wonderful. Thank you so much. All right. And it means a lot. It means a lot to us that you do listen to this every week. I don't have the audience I had years ago, and that's okay because I have the few of you, and you're all beautiful and perfect, and I love each and every one of you. Thank you. All right. But if you like what we do and you want to support the show, always you can tell a friend, and also you can leave a review on whatever your podcast player of choice is, but most of you are probably using the Apple Podcasts, right? It's easy. You click, leave a review, boom, done. All right, it's great. Thank you for that, okay? But if you like us even more than that, you can also check out our Patreon at patreon.com/RichDickman. Right now, we have part 1 of Liquor Fueled number 2 pop-up audio up, okay? Now, I had Randy pull a clip. This isn't from Liquor Fueled number 2. This is from Liquor Fueled Scorpion Bowls, okay? But Not for Human, our podcast best friends at Not for Human Consumption Podcast, they will be celebrating episode 151 this weekend. Okay. And in honor of 151, they will have Bacardi 151 available to them. All right. Now in Liquor Fueled, we did Scorpion Bowls, and part of a Scorpion Bowl is Bacardi 151. And we also used to do shots before the beginning of the show. So I had Randy pull a little clip. I'm going to have to edit this around as we go through, but I'm going to post the whole clip on our Patreon. All right. So not only are you getting Liquor Fueled number 2 pop-up audio, we got to do the rest of that, Ray. But you can get this little clip of me. Well, check it out.
And we are ready to get fired up. We, as per ritual with the show here, but pre-show, we generally do a shot, Fit and I, but we're going to do this one during the show. So Fit, if you want to get that ready, the shot process should be up there. We're going to do a shot of 151. Why? Because we're making Scorpion Bowls. Why are we making Scorpion Bowls, Rich? Well, let me tell you.
Yeah, Rich.
Fit and I went out to dinner. Either one.
I feel like that's a little redundant. Rich Dickman?
Dick Dickman? I like Rich Dickman. Oh, God. It was going to be Rich something else, man, but we decided that would be too obvious.
Oh, no.
Penis Man?
Is it
Randy,
Rich Dickman or Rich Dick Man?
Whatever.
Well, that's exactly what I always wondered. Like, is he
God
a
damn
dick
it.
man that is rich?
Yeah.
Or is he a man that has a rich dick?
I promised myself we wouldn't do too many dick jokes, so let me get this out of the way. I wasn't able to power wash my deck today.
You weren't, so we're not doing we're not going on your We're not going to deal with
it. It doesn't look like we're working on my deck this week. Okay, but I'll let you know for sure.
It smells delicious.
It does smell delicious, doesn't it?
Okay.
Oh my god,
Randy,
so
you're supposed to clip
really
right at the shot.
A shot of 151. Okay, so Fit and I went out to dinner a couple weeks
I have
ago
mine ready.
to see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and we decided
Ninja Turtles.
to get some sushi
Teenage Mutant
and share a scorpion bowl.
Heroes in the Half Show.
Turtle power. And we shared a scorpion bowl. It was delicious. We decided, you know what, this is something we need to attempt on Liquor Fueled. So we have our ingredients. You know, we have all the ingredients to make a scorpion bowl. We have our measuring
hire an
cup.
executive producer who isn't high.
We have our
when
mixing
asking
cup
to
and
clip.
spoon, and of course our scorpion bowl, made out of Tupperware.
That's a classy bowl right there.
This is a shitty Chinese restaurant.
I have an actual glass bowl.
That's right. Excuse me. Huel has been drinking before all night, so he doesn't need to do a shot. But you're welcome to do a shot with us, Huel. Lucy,
Yo,
Steve,
Lucy Chuckleberg. Okay, Lucy Chuckleberg.
Lucy Chuckleberg, Steve DeBruce, Rich Dickman. Here's to what we hope is a wonderful episode of Liquor Fueled. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
that is a hardcore shot.
Put some hair on your chest.
Holy shit.
Okay.
They use that booze to pour on top of different booze to set the different booze on fire.
Wow. Why are we so stupid?
Oh my god.
It's getting worse.
I can't breathe.
Oh, that tastes like lighter fluid.
I just
kept getting better and I couldn't stop.
Oh, that was disgusting.
Wow. It's so good.
Okay, I'm ready.
Fantastic.
Oh, I'm crying.
Oh my god.
My eyes are teared up.
My face
Oh, this is
is like
gonna be a good night.
on fire.
This fucking stupid idea was that.
Your idea, right?
See, I told you shouldn't do it. You needed that recorded. That was
good.
great.
I feel like I'm bleeding.
Quality
I
entertainment.
feel like you're bleeding. Dude, it's okay. It's okay. You're in a safe place.
I feel like my tonsils are bleeding.
I know you're
Heart bleed on the inside. It's internal bleeding. Your body's not made to handle that
Honestly,
kind of alcohol.
that doesn't feel like it wants to stay down. That feels like that genuinely
It
feels like
doesn't feel healthy.
it might want to come back up. Does it feel that way to you?
Yeah, I think we're gonna be throwing up in the scorpion ball instead of drinking
Oh
from
my
it.
god.
I have a
Oh,
feeling
that was-
tonight's going to be an interesting night.
Oh, that was potent.
This is going to be a
That was,
solid episode.
Wow. Okay.
Thanks for coming out, you guys.
Good night.
I'm not doing this fucking show anymore. This is fucking bullshit. What the fuck are we doing?
You said that before. You still started it again.
Wow. Wow. All right. Get a little more of this water.
Scrap it out later. You'll be fine.
Oh, that was potent, wasn't it?
That was stupid.
That was.
I'm mad now.
Pretty sure mine was still like a half a
I'm
shot.
so mad right now.
And he was like, "Oh no, it's a great idea. You guys should absolutely do that. You'll love it."
I didn't say it was a
Thanks,
great
you.
idea. I was saying it was a
Thanks,
great idea to do it on the stream.
Thanks, you. Here, you want a mini peep?
No, fuck it. I'm pissed off.
I'm gonna eat
You want a peep?
to get the.
Can I have your peep?
No, I'm gonna eat this mini peep to get the taste of that.
Ice cubes help.
Alcohol.
I'm fucking sweating. I'm going through.
You wanna go yakking?
Ren, eat some ice. It helps.
You can do a shot of that. You can do a shot of anything. Like you can drink now anywhere on the globe. If you're on some like Caribbean island and they're making some voodoo juice and they were like kicking back, and you can kick it back with
drink.
the
I'm fucking pissed.
Yule's
So
already
my-
completely wasted, and he sounds better than the three of us combined.
Mix it in this.
Yeah. Mix it.
How does that work?
Wait,
You
can
measure-
you just mix it in the bowl?
It's not gonna. I'm gonna mix it in the bowl.
Just mix it in the bowl.
Doing this.
All right, let me put some ice in the bowl. Oh.
Dude, it's okay. You're still alive. We're gonna have fun. Don't ruin this for me, man.
God damn, all my ice melted.
I don't get out of the house that often.
How much ice are we putting in?
A lot of ice. We're drinking it with a straw, so
Guys, can I go get more ice?
yes, you can go get more ice.
I'll be right back.
Turn off your camera if you're not wearing pants.
I know that. Thank you.
There we go.
I feel like I want to die.
It's okay, dude. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. You'll live. Okay. Oh shit! I lost my recipe. You okay?
Somebody talk.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
So angry.
What do we? Okay, we're mixing. I need gin.
Poor Fit. He's trying to keep me in it.
I'm gonna use the special gin that Hugh
That stuff is rough.
brought me for Kineticon.
He's so
that
worried.
I still haven't opened.
He's so worried right now.
I'm ashamed to say, so I'm gonna open that now. Hugh, thank you very much for this gin.
What kind of gin is it?
You're welcome, buddy. I think it's like fancy gin.
It's fancy gin. We're gonna find
His
out.
voice
Give
sounds
me that
different.
bucket.
What's up, bitches?
Okay.
All right.
Guys,
Fit's gonna start mixing this drink. I have to get up.
be careful. I think I'm going to throw up.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what
You sound like a different person, like the devil took over your body.
I just made the mistake of running down the stairs across the house, grabbing an ice cube tray, and then running back up the stairs.
Get it out of your system. You'll be good.
Poor Fit.
Is he actually throwing up? Is he actually throwing up?
Yep. He's losing it.
Yep.
I actually think if everybody threw up on the air, I feel like that would be a highly downloaded episode.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
So good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get rid of it.
I'm surprised.
I threw up after
Purging the devil from his body.
What episode was it?
I can't read this goddamn measuring cup. There we go. Okay. So we're. Yeah, they heard that.
Ram, I'll tell you the same thing I told my. I'll tell you the same thing I told my baby mama when she was giving birth to my lovely daughter. I bet it felt better going in than it does coming out.
That is a terrible thing to say.
I'm not sure. Okay, so
I don't blame you, but
we're starting with 2 ounces of gin.
wait, what's 2 ounces?
Fit's running a show. I'm
Stuff?
throwing up just across the hall from him.
You gotta measure it. 1 ounce of dark rum.
You know, Lori in the chat room is right. Rem's Sump Up does more than the factory designed it to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's he's definitely giving it a workout tonight. Next is Bacardi dark rum.
Okay.
We're going with 1 ounce of that.
Okay, what's next?
Rem might be done for the night. I'm not sure.
Seriously?
I'm starting to get a little worried.
It would be funny.
Why
if
are
we
you
had
not
to do a
recording this?
Solid Rem-free episode of Liquor Fueled.
There's our 1 ounce of dark rum. Now, 2 ounces of our favorite, the 151. I feel like maybe I should leave this out of the recipe. You know what? I'm going to go with 1 ounce of that instead of 2.
Yeah.
Just for Rem's sake.
A less.
Yeah. Man, smell it. That's some strong stuff.
It smells great.
It does smell great, but yeah.
Where is he right now? Is he within eyeball range? Or
He is within eyeball range. I'm trying not to look at him. I'm trying to give him some privacy so he doesn't feel too embarrassed. Now 2 ounces of white rum. Again.
Wait, where's the rum?
Good friends at Bacardi.
There's the rum. Thank you for telling me what brand it was.
No name dropping.
How much of this?
2 ounces.
Okay.
Randy,
I'm kind of not
come
measuring.
back?
I'm kind of just eyeballing.
That's cool.
This is exciting.
If it's the same ratio, I
What's
think
that?
it's fine, even if it's not the same
Exactly,
amount.
Does it go until when I come back?
Right.
2 ounces of grenadine.
Yes.
Brand of this is Master of Mixes.
Ooh.
That's some good stuff. Oh, that smells good. 2 ounces of this.
Mine's like French or something.
Just listen to Fit's
French
voice.
grenadine.
It's apparently the only kind they had.
Fit's trying to figure
Alright.
out how he's
It was
going
like
to do the show without
$10.
me right now.
Like I went to the liquor store and
Yeah.
like, give me the smallest
Processing
bottle
it.
you've got of all of these.
The wheels are
And he
churning.
just gave me
Well,
this
it's
look like, what are you doing?
That's exactly what Rem did too. It worked pretty well.
No, I didn't get very many small bottles.
4 ounces of orange juice.
You're in the background.
Oh my gosh, grenadine's delicious.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not bad actually. I thought I
Oh,
actually.
here it comes.
Rem's got to change his shirt.
Oh, poor thing. Orange juice is made.
Oh no,
from
he's not
orange.
changing his shirt. He's just wiping his slightly damp forehead. Let's just say he's been
He's wiping his face with his shirt.
He's been exerting himself for the
Just pop
past
that
15
shirt off, Rem.
minutes.
Just pop it off.
All right, what's after the orange juice?
Just blast your
What
pecs.
was that, Jen?
What's after the orange juice?
Pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice. How
4
much?
ounces of that.
The recipe that I found also calls for pineapple chunks and maraschino cherries.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Beach party.
Wow.
So I just poured pineapple juice out of my can of pineapple chunks. I figured that, you know.
Oh, that's pretty.
How long was I
What's the
wait
point in
for?
buying both?
Jesus Christ.
You look great. You look like you're ready to rock this show now.
Right. You were such a little bitch, man.
What's next?
Good to go. That's it. We're done.
So I got to put my fruit in then.
Yeah, you can put your fruit in. Jen actually has solid fruit. I'm a little bit jealous.
Yeah. You feel better, buddy? You ready to drive? You ready to drive home?
I asked Rem earlier about it, and he's like, "No, we don't want fruit."
Hi, everybody. How are you?
You're gonna stir this.
Rem, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm probably doing a lot better than you are right now.
Yeah. All right.
I just ran through a house and didn't throw up, and you sat there and threw up.
I wasn't sitting.
You were at first.
My throat hurts.
Oh God, dude.
I mean, I'm sure your throat hurts, but mine.
Okay.
And here we have our.
All right. Thank you for pulling that, Randy. That was a little special. So if you're on the Patreon, patreon.com/RichDickman, that episode is going to come to you as well. So congratulations on 151. Matt, Jay, Dylan, and Dave. All right, let's get to the rest of this. That was long. I didn't mean to play the whole thing, but I did. So fuck you. But on patreon.com/RichDickman, you extra content almost every week, bonus clips, bonus shows, and getting the top tier, you get a custom t-shirt, whatever you want on it. You'll get it. All right, find us online at richdickman.com for all of your Rich Dickman needs. Click the merch tab, get yourself some swag. We got t-shirts. It's getting cold out there. Get a hoodie. All right, get a face mask. All right, get some stickers, whatever you want. Rich Dickman, man, it's got the shit. We got the shit. Whatever. There's shit there for you. Check us out on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. We find that when we title our episodes more sexily, we get more views. So that's fun. Mr. Porno Man did well because of the title. But if you subscribe, that'd be great. Get us to 50 subscribers, and that would be cool. I'd appreciate it. But just search Rich Dickman, and there we are. Or you can click through on the website, richdickman.com. And check out our podcast best friends at Not Freedom Consumption. Love those guys. Of course, you can reach the show at richdickman.com. Motherfucker. richdickmanshow@gmail.com. You can follow executive producer Randy at Sir Zero with an E, but though he doesn't do social media too much, but he's there. You can find him on our Discord too at bit.do/TRDS1. Follow the show at Rich Dickman Show. You can follow me at Rem Dickman. Follow producer Ryan at Ryan TRDS. Of course, you can follow my mother at Rem_Mama and Ray Zoe. How do we follow you, buddy?
On Twitter at Jules Wenfeld. And if you somehow found this podcast through YouTube, searched for something sexy and accidentally stumbled upon this and somehow made it this far, please call the Dickman line 860-316-4776 and let us know, because every single one of you that have done that, I would love. There can't be that many of you.
Yeah,
but we would applaud you, and we definitely want to hear that you somehow.
We want to know what shit you're searching for on YouTube. God damn.
Yeah, we definitely we might want to have a discussion for you on like how it came about that you found our podcast on YouTube. Listened this far,
and, searching for porn.
Yeah, we'd probably have you on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. I have very much. You know me, I love talking to people. But hey, Adam from Houston next week. If you're not sure who to vote for, and votes have already started, early voting has already started, go ahead and write in Rem Dickman, Dickman 2020, hashtag Dickman 2020. I would love to be your president.
What I did.
I'll change things. Thank you. Did you really? Fuck yeah, you should have taken a picture. Take a picture of your vote. If your vote says Rem Dickman.
Can I be in your cabinet?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you, Svensson, Spaghetti, Matt, Ray, you all going to be up in there. Ray being the vice president because he's handsome. But you know, if you're voting for Rem Dickman for president, take a picture of it if you can. Send it in. I'll have you on the show. I don't give a shit. I don't care. But hey, Dickman 2020. That's right. Thank you all for listening. We'll be back next week. Adam from Houston will be back, and we'll have a lot of fun. I hope you had fun in this one. Love you all. Thanks for listening again, and we'll see you next week. Good night.
See ya.
Bye.
I'm not going to give him any bonus after the show because we fucking got 12 minutes of fucking liquor fueled.
Yeah.
Fucking Randy.
Bunch of freeloaders. Get the fuck out of here. Turn your fucking podcast off.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you get.
You said you wanted it until you threw up, and so
I didn't realize there was 10 minutes in between.
Yeah, you were crying like a bitch.